Decked out in absolutely, he's got some horrible ones, but Cornette's got one of the worst looking outfits on I've ever seen here today. You guys, well, you're wearing the World Tag Team titles around the waist, Jimmy Cornette, no doubt about that.
Let me ask you a question. Where do you people get off? You come out here, you boo us, you yell at us, you don't know what you want. Last week they wanted the Fabs, now they want Lawler and Dundee.
I tell you what, let me just stop you right there, as a matter of fact, before you put down the fans. I tell you what the fans are upset about, what we're upset about, and you know, take a look at what happened last week.
I enjoy looking at this stuff. I'll look at this all day long.
I don't enjoy it, but take a look at what happened to Jerry Lawler from these guys last week, right now.
The Fabs are back, and it's great to be back. And, brother, we're going to make sure that we watch Jerry Lawler's back. As a matter of fact, while they talk, I'm going to go over and watch his back right now, make sure nothing happens.
All right, Jimmy Cornette.
You know, it is a pleasure to have these guys back in the area. And one thing that's a pleasure to know of is the fact that, as Eddie Marlin said, it looks...
Bring him up! Bring him up! Come on, bring him up!
What are you doing?
Bring him up! Turn around! Come on! Get up! Get up, big time, King! Get up! Get up! Come on!
I can't believe what's happening here.
Come on, here! Keep him over there!
You're supposed to... Oh. Come on, here. And they dropped Jerry with a pile driver. They jumped him from behind. He's supposed to be out here watching his back, not kicking him in the back. Cornette.
What's the matter, Dave? Huh? What's the matter? You know what? I rode a perfectly
believe
good
what I've
tennis
just
racket.
seen. And that's why the fans aren't that thrilled to see you. You did it for money, no doubt.
You know, I heard some genetic defect over here in the studio audience. He said that's the only way they could do it, jump him from behind. Well, that wasn't the only way we could do it. That was just the easy way to do it. Because let me tell you something. I'll tell you what the hardest thing about the whole thing was. The hardest thing was going out in these arenas, going out amongst these people, shaking their grimy hands, kissing their stinking babies on the face with the snot running down into their mouth. That was the hardest thing, trying to make these people believe that we cared about them. Because let me tell you something, we've been big dogs in this business for a long time now. We're the World Tag Team Champions once again, and we're used to making big money. Now everybody's giving us a lot of flack for taking Terry Funk's money. Well, Terry Funk's been a big star for 20 years, made movies in Hollywood, been the NWA World Champion, now he's the USWA World Champion. He's got a big ranch out in Amarillo. He's got a lot of money. And if he wants to spend a few $100,000 of his money to make his life as champion a little more comfortable, then that's exactly what I think he ought to do, and I think we ought to be the ones to collect it. And I'm also sure that from judging from the reaction of all these women around here, these big, fat, ugly, corn-fed women, they're glad to finally see some real men back in this area because they're starved for the sight of them. Now, I talked to Terry Funk on the phone just shortly before we went on the air today, and I got a little announcement to make. If you morons will hold on for a second, I got a little announcement to make. You see, Jeff Jarrett is the new Southern Heavyweight Champion. And as such, he's one of the top two contenders for the World Heavyweight title, the other one being Jerry the King Lawler. Now, we already got finished with Eddie Gilbert. We collected 50 grand on him. That opened up that spot which Jeff filled. So Terry Funk informs me that in addition to the $50,000 being out on Jerry Lawler, there's now $50,000 out on Jeff Jarrett. And, brother, that's right up our alley. Because Jeff Jarrett, you little stinking suicide blonde, died by his own hands. You little stinking pencil-neck geek, we're going to take you out for 50 grand too, just like we're going to take Jerry Lawler out. Because this week, Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee won another shot. We beat their stinking brains out last week. We almost got the job done on Lawler. It's a little tougher than what we thought, but we're going to get that done this week with Lawler and Dundee for free. Just, you know, he's got kind of like one of those little trial sizes. We're going to get Bill Dundee done for free, and then we're coming after Jeff Jarrett. And then whoever gets to those top 2 contender spots, the fabulous ones, the baddest, roughest, meanest tag team, the World Tag Team Champions, they're going to take them out. They're going to break their backs because, brother, there ain't no 2 construction workers, ain't no 2 ditch diggers, ain't no 2 rednecks in this area, ain't no 2 men on the face of this earth that can beat these guys up in a fight or a wrestling match. Lawler and Dundee this week, Jeff Jarrett real soon, and then whoever gets to those spots, Terry Funk's going to pay us real well. We're making big bucks at this. This is better than the lottery, Dave. We got a couple of guys to beat up. Look at these 2, the Bobbsey twins. We got a couple of guys
drop on these 2 guys and a couple of Scud missiles.
Stan Lee and Steve Kerr, the fabulous